Hi friends, Coach Co here. Let's talk about this morning. This morning I had a follow-up blood work appointment. So back earlier in this year, around the September time, pretty close to my birthday, had a little incident, went to go get my hormones and my blood levels checked, and well, lo and behold, ended up 3 transfusions later, in which I feel great in that regard, but now I need to kind of pay attention to the blood work and stuff just to make sure that everything's great. I'm sure any woman on this listening to this can totally relate. You go in for one thing and then next thing you know, it's like, okay, well, now I just need to keep checking in to make sure that it's good. So what's funny is I went to check on my hormones. A lot of the work that I'm doing with the women in my sphere of circle is, you know, it has a lot to do with going through some hormone shifts. You know, most of my life, for 40 years, I did not appreciate my hormones. I saw them in, you know, my cycle, and I saw all that as just a nuisance to me. And I have such love and appreciation in it, and I really hope that you can love to love it and appreciate it as well, because we are made completely different than men, and we cannot approach anything, especially with our bodies, the same way that men do. So regardless, I go to do my blood work today and I'm getting myself ready. I've had a lot of traumatic events around needles. I mean, I've been stuck like 11 times. The last time where I ended up in the ER for the blood transfusions, like we were going on 5 or 6, and like I felt like I felt the upheaval coming. So, okay, well, the last time I went and did my blood work, it was fine, not that big of a deal. I didn't even know that she'd done it. Okay, so this one didn't go so well. 3 sticks later, I felt all of it happening. And this is what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so because it doesn't even matter. Sticking, digging, a little bit uncomfortable for Co. And it's bringing up all these past events in which I had to give blood or whatever, and there was digging, like they had to dig for it because they're deep, they roll, all the wonderful things concerning that. But here's what came up for me, and I know it's had to have come up for you, is in the midst of, I mean, like I really appreciate it because she went and got somebody else to do it, and like got her on the first one. But this is the thing. In the midst of all that, I actually was ready to speak these words out of my mouth. Why don't we just reschedule this? Like, this is really starting to get kind of painful. Like, let's reschedule it. I'll come back and get blood work. With the very intent, I'm not doing any more blood work, okay? And isn't that how we as human beings are? We are more prone, it's part of like our human makeup, I think. We're more prone, like we are more willing to move away from pain than to step into calling and destiny and what is good for us. I'm more willing to, hey, let's just like not do this whole needle thing. Like to step away from the momentary pain that I was in and what it was causing for me than to follow through as like, because I know that this is great. This is showing me that I am healed, I am whole in this, like my blood is like going up. But then there is this little chirp, but what if it's not? What if this is all going on? What if this is just a precursor to, oh yeah, I could totally go there, that, oh nope, you're gonna have to do another blood transfusion, all this, you're not really healed, all the things. And this is something else that I wanted to, So as I've gotten older, I've noticed that my tips and my tricks and all the things that I would do and all the ways that I would show up, like I've noticed like that doesn't work for me maintaining my weight level anymore. Now, same story pattern showing up. Hey, that works for everybody else, but it doesn't work for me. Oh, I'm not really healed and whole. I'm gonna start gaining weight. Now, if that's ever come up for you, or if that's ever popped into your head, ladies, like you can just go ahead and raise your little hand, okay? Symbolically, of course you can put a comment as well. This is where I get to go with the Lord. Number one, whenever we're in pain, we want to move away from it rather than move towards healing. Rather than climbing to our next level, we are more driven to move away from pain than to step into calling and destiny and what's good, the good side. Okay? Just give yourself a little on that. The other thing is whenever something starts to unfold, we start to chirp in our brains that, oh, this did not work for me. It works for them, it works for her, it works for him, it works for everybody else, but this is not going to work for me. And here's the thing, guys. The promises of God are for all of us, just like the gifts of the Spirit are for all of us. He has called you to be healthy and whole. Like, he made us the holy temple, and our bodies have to be the holy temple. Like, things are starting to creak and crack, and I'm like, I am not accepting that once you turn 40 you start to creak and crack. Like, no. This is going to be a battlefield. And you know what? I'm really taking this as the opportunity to really dig into the word and really get some deep revelation. I've already gotten some deep revelation, but that's not enough. I want more, because like the stream of living water is never ending, and he is constantly downloading new information for us. You know, I just really wanted to speak to this, that, you know, if, especially around weight, you know, God is calling us ladies into like this next level, like being able to climb. And what cannot come with us is the weights, the physical weight that we are holding on to due to the emotional weights that we have not dealt with past events and traumas. I am not speaking out of thin air. I'm speaking from my own experiences and from the experiences that I've discovered in working with woman after woman after, and even men. Ladies, I'm telling you, what is coming, what the Spirit of the Lord is pouring out, we have to let go of every weight, strip off every weight that's holding us back. That's emotional and that's physical. And that's what I am here to support you to do. Like, my job is to get you to believe that the promises of God, that you are healed and whole, that you are, like, the past is behind you, and that like the future is in front of you, and that God has got so much more. Like, it's not over with for you. I don't care if you're 35, 45, 55, 75. Caleb took a mountain at 80. Moses started leading people at 80. He didn't even like go into the desert until he was 40, okay? Like, God is calling us, and it's up to us to start believing that his promises and the words that he's been speaking to us over these years are for us. I didn't mean to get on a soapbox here. I'm going to land the plane. I love you guys. If you have been struggling, if getting weight off has been a struggle for you, I completely understand. I struggled with weight my entire life. Now I'm trying to figure out this whole maintaining thing and figuring it out of, okay, the cloud has moved. What used to work yesterday is not working for me today as a woman. Great. I am like the little bulldog that is going to catch that bumper. And it's about, okay, what's coming up? It's about like getting after it and finding what works for you, because what works for me might not work for you. It's about finding that. And if you have been in the struggle, and if those little whispers have been chirping at you that it's for everybody else, but it's not for me, I guess I just have to accept this lot in life. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Reach out to me. DM me. Let's jump on a call. You can come sit in my office. We'll chat. Because God is calling you to be a holy temple. Your body has to be able to take you to the level of the calling and destiny that God has for your life. And he has for my life. Let's go. We're starting a movement for the Lord. I love you guys. There's more to come. Can't wait to share some fun things happening. And that's it. Let's go. Hey, Dwight. Yep, let's go. Let's climb. I just keep hearing the word ascend. Ascend, ascend. And in order to ascend, sometimes we gotta dig. Love you guys. Till next time.